Now that we've learned how to do elevations, we'll use a similar method to create interior elevations. Before we can do that, I'll need to show you how to create section views. Section views are essentially cuts through the middle of your home and are used to see what the inside of the house looks like from an elevation perspective, as well as to detail structural systems, such as a wall and roof. Instead of moving our elevations from this point, we're going to move over and work off of our doors and windows drawing here. We can copy and we'll move it up about 100 feet. To begin section views, we'll want to determine where we should cut the home in order to gain the most information. It's important to consider also what type of furniture and systems will be at that location. For instance, if we were to cut the home through the front door and straight back and have a east-facing section view, it would be as if we're standing in the living room and looking this way. So let's use that to make our section view. To begin, let's clean up some of these dimensions. We'll also want to create a new layer called sections. And we'll want the line type to be a center line type. Now, selecting sections, we can draw a line right before the door facing to the right. So we can start from a point around here. Let's move out about 6 feet. We'll follow this line up, move another 6 feet, and then go out 6 feet towards the direction that we're cutting. I'm going to delete these lines and redraw them with one single line. Go ahead and put the lines we've just made on that layer. Now you'll notice the center line has been applied as the line type, but the scale is extremely small. With any line, including specific line types, you can always right-click on the line after it's selected, go to the properties of that line, and adjust the different variants. For instance, we're going to change the line type scale to 100 instead of 1. Now, as you can see, we have an appropriate centerline dash for our section annotation. I'm going to create 1-foot triangles at the end, pointing in the direction that we're going. Make sure that they're set onto the section layer. And the last thing we need to do to finish our annotation for the section is to name it. The way that we name section cuts is simply by assigning it a letter. We'll use A for this section cut. Scale up the text, move it into place, and then assign it to the section layer. We now have a successfully annotated section cut. It'll be a cut from near the front door to the back door, facing into and looking at the kitchen, down the hallway, and this closet hallway door.